Hi guys, I wanted to show you what we woke up to this morning in Tennessee. If you can see all those trees down, our power went out at 4 o'clock this morning, and there's all kinds of trees down, field beside the house. One of them tore part of the fence down. Trees in our backyard, all kinds of limbs, and they just keep falling. It's such a mess, and that noise is our generator. Thank the Lord we have a generator. But all these trees, they've busted up our fence, which will be a lot of work this spring. But look at all these icicles. It's like craziness. And it's actually raining now. It's like wild. I mean, I've lived here since '96, and this is the worst storm we've ever had. Look at the grill. It's like covered. It's so weird because it looks like snow from where the snow was still on the ground from last week, but it's ice. There's a layer of ice all over everything. It is so bad. Like, everything's down, the power, the internet. Let's go in the house, and everything's just looks a mess, but we're like in survival mode here. I put up a cover to close off our family room because we have a gas fireplace, and thank the Lord that works with the power out, and we had to pull the fridge out so we could, plug it up to the generator so our stuff in our fridge wouldn't go bad. And of course, I've had the laptop hooked up and watching movies while I cooked breakfast, and I actually just used the skillet. It's still dirty. It's hard to see, but we have bacon and eggs and toast, But anyway, also I just can't believe I cannot stand this type of weather. It's not typical for Tennessee. I'm so thankful that my husband wanted this fireplace because I did not want one, and he did, and we would be freezing to death right now if we didn't have his fireplace. He just took the boys and went on the four-wheeler up to check on his daughter because we live back up off the road. Let's just look out this window, and it's hard to see. These blinds are too heavy to pull them up, but we live back up off the road, and she lives up toward the road, and they went up there to check on her. But luckily, our water still works because we have gas heat, and then I don't know how the water still works, but our water works, and it still heats up because of the gas heat. And of course, the fireplace is gas, so we have that. So, that's really good that we're, able to survive, especially with a generator. And I want to go on the front porch and show you some more of this iciness, but it's going to be louder because the generator is outside the garage there. So, let's just travel out here. It's going to be loud. But I always have to lay down the rocking chairs because the wind was blowing so hard it'll knock them into the house. I'm always afraid it'll bust out the windows. But look, that Explorer's covered in ice, like covered. He had the battery charging on it, and look, it's like covered. All these vehicles are just covered, and that is just ice. We had to go out there with a pick and a shovel and make a path just to be able to go to the garage without falling on our butts, because it is totally just ice. Complete ice, and these icicles are just wild. And the trees just keep on falling. It's just nuts. You just be looking outside and pieces of trees will just fall down because they're so heavy and covered in ice, and then it's windy, and then the sky looks so gross. But it is just ice. Look at this bush. Everything is just coated in ice. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. When I first moved here in '96, we had an ice storm, and the power was out for 3 days then. Hopefully it won't be that long, but it's just ice. Look at that. It's craziness. The whole porch is just covered in ice. The picnic table has just got an inch or more of ice on it. And my husband walked, and it was just sounded like crunch, crunch, crunch the whole time he was walking back through there. But it's just nutso. I feel so bad for people who don't have heat or... Oh, man. Did you hear that? It was a big old thing of ice coming off the roof. It's stinking dangerous just to even be outside, I'm telling you. Never seen anything like it. I was going to try to go in here so I can show you. I'm sorry, editing is not my thing, so we'll just have to travel here. But we used to do this as a kid when we lived in northeast Tennessee, and we'd lived in a big old house then, and we'd block off rooms whenever the weather got really cold. But my husband brewed him up a coffee pot. But look at this window. I wonder if it's still that way. Look. This is a regular just window, and it is just covered in ice. It looks like it's a frosted window, but it's just ice, man. It's nutso. And he had to rig it up, take the door handle out, and rig it up so he wouldn't have, a door open and the cord coming in the house. But it's going to be really loud, but I want to show you the path that we had to dig. Look at all this ice. Look at this door. That is just wild. And look at all this ice. It's just, we had to dig this path, chop it up, and shovel it off just so we could get to the generator and the garage. We have another refrigerator out there in the garage. I usually just keep drinks in, but this ice is just craziness. Look at that vehicle. That vehicle is not going anywhere for a long time. Mine's in the garage, but it's just nuts. And then it's raining. It's crazy. But anyway, I just wanted to show you a little ice storm predicament that we've been going through. And anyway, the house is a mess, but I guess this is something to be left with. Home where the happiest memories are made. This is the type of thing that the kids will never forget, just like I'll never forget the one in '96 when I was 16, and we had to sleep in front of the fireplace and all that. But anyway, I love yous, I appreciate yous, and I hope you're staying safe and warm and dry, and I cannot wait till my internet comes back on. I'm so ready already. Bye-bye.